Hi everyone, welcome back. I am back on GTA today, and I'm also back reading some more confessions. I enjoyed reading them last time, and I've gotten some lovely comments from you guys, so thank you very much. So I thought, let's do it again. I haven't paid my cleaning lady in a year, but she keeps coming. I got a cleaning service that I order via WhatsApp via a small company. The first time was pretty straightforward. I ordered the service, the cleaning lady came, and later I paid via a payment request on WhatsApp. I assumed this was how it was going to be every time. After a few times, the company that I was dealing with didn't send me a payment request after. I kinda just let it slide and assumed they'd figure out later and I'd have to pay then. No request came, so I asked the cleaning lady the next time if she got paid for the cleaning of my place via the company, and she said she did. Now the company hasn't sent me any new payment requests anymore after, and I'm starting to worry something is wrong. I asked the cleaning lady if I have to pay her directly, and she told me that it goes via the company and that they always pay her out. Now I don't care if the company is just sloppy and they miss out on some of my money like this, but it would suck if they would somehow screw over the cleaning lady. But yeah, I haven't really paid in like a year or so now. Okay, this is really scary because in the moment itself you're like, oh nice, free cleaning service, right? But you have to have some kind of meeting every once in a while being like, okay, these are our new clients, these are our returning clients, this is the money we're bringing in. They have to notice somehow that they're not making any more money, like more money than they should have. So, or there is some kind of auto pay going on. Like, I don't know if you linked your bank to one of these like payment requests and then now they just they just auto pay it out of your account and you don't even realize. Or they're just stacking up the amount that you basically owe them for like a year, like you said now, and then one day they'll be like, oh wait, by the way, you haven't paid us in like a year. Give me $5,000, or I don't know how much it is, but I'm just throwing some number out there. Give me this amount of money, and then then it won't be all sunshine and rainbows. So, okay. I used to work as inventory at Best Buy. If you ordered an item online and our store was the closest to you and we had it in stock, the order would be fulfilled by us. I'd go around all day finding products, boxing them, slapping a label on them, and throwing them in a big pile that get picked up by a UPS truck every day. It didn't take long for me to realize Best Buy's system didn't check what packages UPS picked up because it was just scheduled UPS pickup. UPS didn't care what was in that pile. So I just started boxing up MacBooks, cameras, smartwatches, whatever, and slapping my own personal UPS label on the box and threw them in the big pile. Sure enough, the UPS guy would just scan it all into the UPS system, with Best Buy having no idea what actually just left the building. Our loss prevention guys would freak out and be so confused how stuff was just disappearing. Sure enough, everything I'd stolen would show up the next day to my house because it was like half a mile away from Best Buy. This went on for about 4 years. I never got caught. I did kind of hint at this loophole to my manager during my last few months or so of working there. Now people did ask in the comments how he never got caught, like with camera footage and all that. And in his words, he did make an edit saying this was 10 plus years ago and the cameras at that time were absolute shit. No coverage of the shipping workstation in the warehouse, and all they'd see is me and my coworkers boxing hundreds if not thousands of packages all day long. So I guess how he was doing it is just fitting in, basically doing his job, but then instead of slapping a label on some customer's order, he just slapped his own label on there. And you know what? GG. Like, a win is a win. Am I endorsing it? No. Should you ever do this? No. But, this guy did it. He got away with it. He's probably not doing it anymore because today's age, everything is a bit more difficult to do, so he probably can't do this anymore. But honestly, a win is a win, A win is a win, move on. Okay, this one's quite funny. I made my class monitor's things disappear when I was 11. No one knew. She changed after that. And I don't know if I went too far. You made things okay, no, let's just read it. When I was 11, there was a girl in my class who had been appointed the class monitor. She was mean to everyone, especially to me and my friends. She shouted at us, treated us like we were stupid, and constantly showed off things like her parents bought for her. Fancy pens, notebook, pencil cases, bags, She also mocked the stuff I had. My family couldn't afford expensive school supplies, and I remember feeling small and humiliated. One day I saw her leave a brand new pen on her desk. I took it and threw it in the bin of a different classroom. She searched for it the next day and questioned everyone, but we all denied knowing anything. A few days later, I went through her bag during recess and found a fancy notebook. I took it to the main school dumpster and threw it away. I'm sorry. I threw it away. She never found it. Again, she asked around. Again, we denied it. She reported it to the teacher and we were searched, but still nothing. I kept doing this every week, small things, one at a time. Her pens, her notebooks, her pouches, they just vanish. Eventually, she became paranoid. She stopped leaving her bag unattended, she refused to go out during recess, she became quieter. Then she quit being the class monitor. She stopped being mean to people, and I stopped too. Life just went on after that. We were not in the same class anymore the next year, and I never really interacted with her. At the time, I didn't regret it. I was angry and hurt by the way she treated me and others. I felt like I had no other power. Eventually, I forgot all about it. Until recently, I found my old yearbook and I saw her face, and all the memories came flooding back. And now I'm not sure how to feel. What I did was cruel, calculated even, but it came from a place of deep hurt. No one ever knew what I did. Not then, not now. Well, now I know. I heard she's married with kids now, seems happy. I don't wish her anything bad. I just wonder if I went too far. Well, no. Like, honestly, in my opinion, if we're taking your side of the story as the truth, if she actually was mean to everyone, not even you, because this isn't even like personal revenge. Well, it kind of is, because she was really mean to you, but as you said, she was also really mean to other people. Then you basically did everyone a favor, and by the looks of it, it kind of worked. She got humbled. She just became a more friendly person, it seemed like. And also, like, the things we're talking about here, like pencils and pouches and notebooks, it's not like you did it with anything like seriously valuable. Like a pen can always be replaced, a pencil case, stuff like that. Sure, it was fancy because, you know, her parents were on the better side, but at the end of the day, you just taught her a lesson. Like, don't be mean, because the invisible ghost will come and steal your stuff. She legit became a better person out of it. Sure, a bit more quieter, but a bit more respectful towards others. So sometimes some people need a reality check, and you basically gave that to her. So honestly, man, don't feel bad. Okay, I faked putting out Halloween candy during the lean years. While I was in college, I was barely scraping by. I was in an apartment off of campus, part of the reason why I was so poor. Each Halloween I would put out a big bowl with a sign over it reading, "Please take one." I never put candy in the bowl. But this way people blame some anonymous greedy kid instead of me. You know what? It's the thought that counts. Not everyone can just give out a lot of candy. Candy is expensive. Also reading a comment here that said, they said trick or treat, and you chose trick. Fair enough. See? That is true. You know, trick or treat. And you chose to troll everyone. So honestly, this one's really funny. Okay. I haven't had any friends or anyone to talk to literally at all in 3 years. I really wish I had a real friend that I could hang out with in real life. I went through psychosis, so I can't communicate that well, and I do not talk to anyone at all. I wish it was easier to make friends, but especially in my situation, it feels totally impossible. I'm only 23, but I feel like a 90-year-old widowed woman. I'm starting to go crazy from isolation for this long. I can't connect to people, and I don't talk to anyone at work either. The only time I talk is when I'm talking to myself and when I'm alone, or to my family dog. I just escape through movies and social media, but I'm scared the rest of my life is gonna be this way, and it feels like I'm wasting it. I used to have friends. I had a lot of friends in high school, but all we did was drink, smoke, and party. But I'm not into that, and I haven't been for a while, so life sucks right now. Well, thank you for sharing this, first of all. This is gonna sound really weird, but you talking to your family dog. I talk to my dog a lot. as well. So I thought that was actually quite cool. So it's not weird, if you would be wondering that. But I can't say that I can totally relate because I'm very fortunate to have friends, but I believe I can empathize with the feeling that you're going through, like not talking or not wanting to talk, or if you are talking, you talk to yourself or the dog. uh, the dog always listens, you know. Your dog is a man's best friend or a woman's best friend, and they will always listen. In my opinion, though, the fact that you said you did have friends and you were capable of making friends back in the day means that you could probably do it again. I would say find yourself if you haven't already. Find the person that you want to be, and then naturally, people that align with that energy will come into your life. Like, if you're not into smoking and partying and stuff, well, then obviously you don't have friends because that's the people you were hanging out before, but you're not into that. So it's kind of like a law of attraction, and you don't want to attract that kind of stuff. Hence, you don't have any friends currently. But imagine, well, I don't know, this is a totally random example, but imagine you pick up roller skating, right? That's like your new favorite hobby, brings you peace, whatever. There's a very good chance you'll find someone else that also likes that, and you could become friends. And then, you know, that's just how life goes. So I really do feel like if you find who you want to be and you're comfortable with being yourself, you will find others that align with that lifestyle of who you are and will also like you for who you are. So find yourself and you will find people that suit you. That is my advice. Damn, that went kind of deep. I don't know why I got so... Pizza saves lives. I ordered a pizza from Domino's once, and when I got there, no one was working. Then I heard a knock. I looked around and saw no one. I heard it again and noticed it coming from the freezer. I walked around the back and opened it, and a lady who couldn't speak was stuck in there. She signed thank you, and I got my pizza and left. Okay, sorry, that caught me off guard, the ending. What? And this is where the post ends. What? You can't do that. You can't do that to us. What happened? Why was she stuck in the freezer? Why was your pizza ready to go? You took it and, yeah. Great, I guess. Who made your pizza though? That's my question. How did you... No one was there except for the one lady stuck in the freezer, but your pizza was made? I don't know, man. I don't know. One last one. Faking at 3 jobs and multiple exams for 30 years, cannot get out, and I regret everything. I, 37 male Chinese, have spent most of my life faking / cheating / googling my way through tasks. Back in 5th grade, I cheated on a Chinese exam and I didn't get caught. It began a dangerous path. Why learn when you can just cheat or wing it on the spot? I only worked on things I enjoyed like math and English, but the hell with chemistry and history. Fast forward to college in Canada, I started taking exams for students a year or 2 below me. People thought I was smart, but really I just knew how to cheat, where to hide notes, and I'd already done those exams anyway. I even sat the IELTS for others by driving out to very, very remote locations where the white people can't tell the difference between my face and the passport photo. I think I made around 10 to 20k a year. For context, these were spoiled kids who would likely fail anyway and were happy to pay top dollar to stay enrolled while calling home for more money. My sincere gratitude to these sugar daddies. Now I'm married with 2 kids. I work at a real estate company as the CEO's assistant. The CEO is out of the office about half the time and doesn't need much from me, and I can work remotely and solve most of the problems with AI or Excel. I also have 2 consulting gigs setting up sales relationships between international golf resorts and foreign travel agencies. I drag the work out and tell both sides that building international relationships and getting contracts reviewed and approved takes ages, when in fact the final contracts have been sitting in my inbox for weeks. With 50% effort, I stretch the job and the bill by the hour. I honestly regret living like this. I have 3 decent jobs and make good money, but I'd rather be excellent at one thing and earn a great income from that alone. I actually believe if I had worked hard in college, maybe I could have been a doctor, but I'm approaching 40 and I can't seem to break the pattern now. Plus, I need the money to support my family. Obviously, one fear is being exposed and fired, but the bigger fear is that my kids will discover who dad really is and decide to live the same way. If that happened, the guilt would eat me alive. Oh man, I don't even know what to say to that one. I mean, you managed to bullshit your way through life and you're almost coming up on 40, so you're doing a great job at it, so keep doing it, I guess. And if the regret is too much, then, like you said, find something you're really excellent at and just go all out. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for listening slash watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, and let me know what I should read next. Goodbye and good night.